it's important to understand that we need to de-dramatize the ADHD. It's a form of ultra-sensitivity. We are like a super sensor. The human mind, the human machine that we are, has so many sensors, inputs, outputs, and sometimes it is so difficult to handle this, to be able to remain at ease if we have someone that is aggressive or putting pressure on us, or if someone thinks of us that we are useless, and then eventually we have a reaction to this and we diminish our potential, or we, on the opposite, we do too much to please, to be loved, etc. But this is not understood usually because we don't have in society yet the symbolic knowledge. So it's important to understand in this context that children, the people who have ADHD, they perceive unconsciously most of the time the back end of our personal code, meaning our intention. If we don't have a good intention, eventually we are the trigger point for a chain reaction in the other person, because unconsciously, as we know, there are so many non-verbal communication that are being transmitted, but metaphysically speaking, there are a lot of information, and this is based on our intention. So some keys I'd like to share with you today, and the first one is spending quality time. If you want to help someone that has ADHD symptoms, hypersensitivity, you need to create a moment of quality. And this is very profound in terms of experience, human experience in a social dynamic, because it gives back the self-worth and it brings calm. Because it's like if the person doesn't need to fight somehow to be admired. The person doesn't need anymore to be extreme, to be intense, to do a lot of noise, to be dispersed, because there is a quality time being created. So quality time, what is it? A quality time is that you make sure that you have an amount of minutes. I'm not even speaking about hours, but if you create minutes that are dedicated for a specific activity, and that you do not, think of many things at the same time, that you are really present with the child at this exact moment, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to give a profound self-appreciation at the same time for the child. And this connects us to the focus key. This one is very important, and it's to help create the focus in the child. You also need to be very focused, because if you want to help a child do some homework, for example, and at the same time you think about, you have to pay your bills, you have your commute, and you're thinking about the traffic, and you are thinking about the latest technology, the latest episode on Netflix at the same time. So your data, your inner internet connection is dispersed. So you are sending, non-verbally speaking, a lot of multiple information that the hypersensitive person will perceive, will sense, and you create a disorganization. And you will say, yeah, but I'm focused. No. It's in you. And that's why sometimes it's challenging, because it requires practice. You need to practice, and meditation is also a very good ally. And even sports, people, athletes at a very high level, they have such a great focus. So we need somehow to learn to become athletes of focus, to share one code at a time. And this helps children so much. The present moment, another fundamental key in the educational process that I even practiced with my daughters, because it's so important to bring them back to what they do here and now, nothing else. So if they start asking, okay, what are we going to have for dinner tonight, or what are we going to do tomorrow as an activity, or what are we, no, the present moment. This is what is important right now. We finish the activity, and then later on we can develop, we can explain. Of course, we don't need to hide the information, but we need to create a structure that will help the child, the person, to be focused, to have the quality time in the present moment.